The Pulwama Attack, which occurred on February 14, 2019, was one of the most significant and tragic incidents in the ongoing conflict between India and Pakistan. Here's a detailed breakdown of the event, location and incident overview. 1. Date: February 14, 2019. 2. Place: Pulwama District, Jammu and Kashmir, J&K, India. 3. Target: a convoy of vehicles transporting Central Reserve Police Force, CRPF, personnel. What happened? 1. The attack. A suicide bomber rammed an explosive-laden vehicle, an SUV, into a convoy of 78 vehicles that was transporting CRPF personnel on the Jammu-Srinagar highway. 2. The bomb exploded with a high intensity, resulting in the death of 40 CRPF personnel and injuring many others. 3. The blast was massive, and the attack was one of the deadliest in the history of Indian security forces' involvement in J&K. Perpetrators and claim of responsibility. 1. The Jaish-e-Mohammed (JEM) terrorist group, a Pakistan-based militant outfit, claimed responsibility for the attack. 2. Adil Ahmad Dar, a local from the Pulwama district and reportedly associated with JEM, was identified as the suicide bomber. 2. He was 22 years old and had reportedly joined the terrorist group a few months before the attack. The attack's significance. 1. Loss of life. This attack was the deadliest attack on Indian security forces in J&K in decades. 2. Tension with Pakistan. The attack escalated tensions between India and Pakistan, both nuclear-armed neighbors. 2. India blamed Pakistan for harboring and supporting terrorist groups like JEM, which operates from its soil. 2. Pakistan denied any involvement. The Indian response. 1. Airstrike in Balakot, February 26, 2019. In retaliation to the Pulwama attack, on February 26, India conducted an airstrike on a JEM training camp in Balakot, Pakistan. 1. The airstrike was a significant military action, and India claimed to have caused substantial damage to JEM camps. 2. The Balakot airstrike led to Pakistan's retaliatory action on February 27, where Pakistani jets crossed into Indian airspace and were intercepted by the Indian Air Force, IAF. 2. This resulted in an aerial dogfight, and one Indian pilot, Wing Commander Abhinandan Varthaman, was captured by Pakistan but later released. Aftermath and international reactions. 1. Public reaction. The attack caused widespread shock and anger in India. 1. There were large protests, and public sentiment demanded strong retaliation against the perpetrators. 2. International response. The international community condemned the attack, with many countries, including the United States and the United Kingdom, expressing support for India's right to defend itself. 2. However, Pakistan continued to deny any direct involvement in the attack. Political and military impact. 1. Political fallout in India. The attack came at a sensitive time, just months before the 2019 Indian general elections, leading to heightened political rhetoric. 1. The government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi faced significant pressure to act decisively. 2. Security measures in J&K. Following the attack, the Indian government implemented several security measures, including the deployment of additional troops in Jammu and Kashmir and the continued crackdown on militant activities in the region. Media and public perception. 1. The media played a major role in shaping public opinion. 1. News coverage highlighted the devastating loss, with widespread national outrage over the attack. 1. On the other hand, social media saw the circulation of hashtags like #PulwamaAttack, calling for justice and further action. Impact on bilateral relations. 1. The Pulwama attack led to a severe deterioration in India-Pakistan relations, which were already strained due to long-standing issues in Kashmir and Pakistan's alleged support for cross-border terrorism. 2. Diplomatic channels were nearly frozen, with Pakistan suspending bilateral talks and India pushing for international pressure on Pakistan to curb terrorism. Long-term consequences. 1. Continued military tensions. The incident further complicated the situation in Kashmir, where insurgency and military confrontations between Indian forces and militants continue to this day. 2. International pressure on Pakistan. The attack added to international pressure on Pakistan to take stronger actions against terrorist groups operating from its soil, though the effectiveness of these actions remains a point of contention. The Pulwama attack remains a pivotal moment in the modern history of the India-Pakistan conflict, symbolizing the high stakes involved in counter-terrorism efforts, regional security, and the larger geopolitics of South Asia.